So, welcome to the Peter Podcast. We have Bruce Corbett from Barfoots joining us today. So, you're the Group Health and Safety Manager?
Correct.
Manager?
Manager, yes, that's correct.
Great. So, what I wanted to do, if that's okay, is just have a ramble through who you are, what you've done, and why health and safety.
Interesting question, because I don't think anybody wakes up and says, let's do health and safety.
No, not often.
My background has always been around logistics my entire career, but coupled with logistics, health and safety is a crucial component. I worked at Portsmouth International Port and I headed up their compliance, health and safety and security. In that right, it was a challenge, but I think what made that challenge right was the senior leadership.
Right.
They're brilliant. If you get senior leader buy-in, you're winning. Barfoots, I started 3 years ago. I needed a change and a challenge, and Barfoots was that. So we've got 1,200 employees average. It's big. We across the entire Hampshire, including the Isle of Wight. We've got operations in Spain, Peru, Senegal. So we're big. Yeah. And the health and safety basically is myself and my advisor.
Wow.
Yes, it's just the two of us. But in saying that, it is, like I always say, health and safety is everybody's responsibility. And for me to make it work is working with the managers. The managers are a crucial component of health and safety. That's where your culture gets built.
Yeah.
If they buy into that culture, you're winning. We have diverse demographic. We have various nationalities: Bulgarian, Kazakhstan, Polish, Romanian. It's an unbelievable amount of different nationalities we have working there.
So how do you engage the managers then? Talk to us practically about how this really happens.
Well, for me, I'm not the old style health and safety manager where I sit and I send an email. I can't do that. I'm quite interactive with them. I try to get down to their level. I sit with them in their meetings in the morning. They have meetings in the mornings. I make sure I attend them at least 4 a week.
Wow. Okay.
There's one every day, but I'll make sure I attend 4. They're not long, but there we can discuss issues. And
you do that with all the teams?
All the teams.
That's just logistics in itself.
It's just crazy. But at our main site in SEFTA, it's great because all the managers from the different departments meet up in the morning. It's a 15-minute get-together, and we're done. With the farm, it's a bit different because they start early hours, 5, so I'll get there 5:30 when the tractor drivers are getting ready or the field pickers are getting ready, and I meet with them as well. They are our biggest challenge because they don't see risk like everybody else does. So I tend to spend time out in the fields.
So observation's really interesting. So I had some training on design thinking, and one of the things they say is just observe or actually do the role as that person.
100%.
Not as you think it should be, but literally the day. So when you have your break, when you don't have your break, where you have your break, what the journey is from your break back to the workplace, what happens when you get back to the workplace. It's that
when I started Barfoots, I didn't know much about farming. Yeah, I knew logistics, I knew production environments. Those were easy. Farming, I didn't know. So what I did, I made sure I spent time out in the farms with the tractor drivers. I'd get in the tractor in the morning and say, let's go. I said, don't worry. They're like, whoa, what's going on? I said, don't worry, just do your day-to-day job. You're not in trouble, nothing will happen. And from there I learned, and just interacting like that, or I spent a day in the field with the pickers. Okay, we can do something different. How would you do it? At one point, one of the managers said, we'd like to design a different rig so we don't have so much manual handling. Perfect, let's do it. I think a lot of people don't realize health and safety is about continual improvement. First and foremost, yes, we keep our people safe, but how do we keep them safe? By improving. Yeah. We put an audit checklist together, which I think every health and safety manager has. But ours, we evolve every year, we change it from the learnings, and we point out it's not there to pick up problems. To pick up a problem is the easiest thing in the world, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But to pick up a learning, that's the crucial. Do we learn from it? Do we move forward from it?
And how do you embed in such a vast environment, how do you embed a learning of one thing that's happened, say, with one guy? How do you embed that across the whole business?
I'll be honest, it's a big challenge. Yeah. Because it's so diverse. So we don't put a learning out there and say, this happened, let's not do it. We try to get down with them. We try to show them what happened. We try to illustrate it. And again, with our diverse staffing, we use pictures a lot. This is what happens if you do this, because not everyone speaks English properly.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So you've got a Polish guy, a Romanian guy, and you've got a person from Kazakhstan. They speak Russian. So you've really got 3 languages. And then some of the Bulgarian dialects and Romanian dialects is different dialects. They don't fully understand. So we use pictures a lot and say, this is how we do it. This is how we don't do it.
Right.
And, we have translators, but the picture is the way to go, and actual showing it. We also involve our training team a hell of a lot. We work very closely with our trainers. And again, with PETA, we had an issue with middle management. I think I raised that earlier on, where if you get your middle management right, because they're the guys at the coalface, they are there. So we sat with your team and we designed a training program specifically for our middle management and our supervisors, and we rolled it out last year. Brilliant success. And we'll run it out probably next year again to the new teams that are coming in.
And why is that so successful? Because it's that practical application.
Practical, and it was built with PETA and with our team. Because take, for example, any training course. It's generic.
Yeah.
But we've adapted it to our environment. And that has been the key learning. Again, that's been a lot of help with PETA. Yeah. So and then rolling it out. And whenever they have something, they'll always say to me, how can we help it to your environment? And I think that is the key. Adapt it to your environment. NEBOSH, great course, but adapt it to your environment.
Yeah. And so interestingly, so this sounds really practical. So your job sounds like it's really hands-on. That's not what we normally expect from a health and safety leader. So how do you still make sure that governance and that paperwork, and a team of two, that's pretty awesome.
We have quite a good health and safety management system. I'm very strict on paperwork. I'm quite pedantic. I'm very pedantic because at the end of the day, your paperwork still has to be spot on. You still have to follow legislation to the T because that's what it's there for. If it wasn't there for, we'd all be running wild. So we still follow that to the T, and the systems we put in place, the reporting structure, something happens, you let us know straight away. This is the process that we follow. Risk assessments, crucial in any business. Everything starts with the risk assessment. A lot of businesses will say it's the manager's responsibility to do the risk assessment of that. Yes, it is, but he's a production guy. He's not a health and safety guy. So we will go down and say, this is how you do it. Do it, and we will help and guide them. We won't do it for them, but we'll help and guide them. It's not like, you've done it wrong. It's so bad. No, you've done it, but what else have you missed? What can happen? What controls do we have? Oh, yes, we can do this. And sometimes by doing that review, we actually pick up more improvements, more learning. So
yeah, I'm just trying to imagine how you actually manage to achieve all this in a normal working week.
Long hours.
It sounds like you're up at 5. And
but the thing is, again, I've got buy-in.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, when I was at the port, I had the
3 years though. 3 years. That's no mean feat to get buy-in in that time.
My predecessor had done a lot of work. He'd done a lot of the groundwork. I'll never take that away. There was a lot of the groundwork, but we had gaps.
Yeah.
We had gaps, and I filled those gaps. The guy who works for me, Craig, brilliant, gets down, gets dirty. I like it. He's a young guy, which is even better. So he's come in leaps and bounds in the 3 years.
Right.
We're always looking at different systems, so we don't just stagnate. So we have to, as we want the operation to improve, we have to improve as well. Now, we've got a great health and safety management system, but we want something more interactive now. AI is the new talking point.
Yeah.
But you can't always use AI for health and safety. You have to abide by legislation. But there are tools that can assist you, and that's what we're trying to work with.
So I raised a query with one of my health and safety team the other day about, so what happens then? How can we support businesses when AI is being used to write risk assessments? Because we've all seen the template, and you look at it and you think, hang on a minute, that's not real. How how do you overcome that?
Again, that's when we have our audits, when they review the risk assessments. So on average, through the business in Hampshire, we have about 800 risk assessments. Wow. That's a lot. So obviously it's a review process. So we have to cherry pick what we audit on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
But I think we've got to the point where they understand that we're actually going through the risk assessment and the role. So, all right, you can see straight away when it's AI. We know. And we said to our guys, we're on our system. You've got to look at the operation because at the end of the day, you are liable. Yeah. If something goes wrong, you're responsible. But I think the key message I always put through is we are here to help you. We're not a hindrance. Because one of the biggest things when I first started, it was like, it's a health and safety issue.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the issue? Health and safety. I said, but what?
Yeah.
What's the health issue? What's the safety issue? So it's not a health and safety issue. It's a logistics issue or production issue. Okay, let's bring health and safety into it. Oh, yes, we can change this. We can do that. I think that's the key.
The world of manufacturing production is changing really fast.
Yes.
How are you having to deal with that? What's happening?
We're pushing massively towards automation.
Okay.
So that is like, that helps me a lot. No people, no issues.
Really?
But then no job. Really? So we're pushing massively towards automation.
Yeah.
And that's key. But even saying that, at the moment, we've got a lot of production lines. So you can imagine ours is a lot of hands-on work.
Yeah.
So a lot of our stuff works around assessments, DSE assessments, manual handling assessment. That's the bulk of our challenges.
Yeah. And so you're getting new kit in and having
all the time. So what to do when we have a project, say we're going to replace a production line. We'll set up a meeting where it includes everybody from the production guys to the maintenance guys, health and safety, logistics. everybody's involved, because sometimes a production guy doesn't see the logistics side. A logistics guy doesn't see the production side, and none of them see the health and safety side. It's not just about guarding. It's about where you're placing it. What are the other risks around?
And noise and light.
So from a business perspective, teams are always created around a new project. And everybody sits in that team. It's not like, I want this and it's that. There's no dictatorship. I think that's where Barfoots is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's teamwork all the way.
I mean, it sounds like you've got a joined-up approach to new kit.
100%. With anything, it's a joined-up approach. We're changing like the yard structure. All right, let's get health and safety involved. Oh, let's get engineering involved. Let's get this department involved.
So we've talked a lot about health and safety from a safety point of view. It's changing quite a lot, the world of health, safety and well-being.
Yes.
So how's that affected your role?
Well, mental health was a big focus for me last year. I think a lot of people ignore mental health, especially men. I'm one of them. I'm not going to lie. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm all right. I can cope. Yeah.
I engaged with PETA with all our mental health training. We attended a training session. After the training session, I said, we need a bit more than a mental health first aider. PETA then went back and done what they do, their magic for me, and they got a NEBOSH stress management course.
Okay.
So I came down. There was only a few of us on it. A couple of your representatives were there. We went, what an amazing course. It's identifying stress. What an amazing course. We have now rolled that out to the business, where PETA comes to us and we have a room full of managers, staff, especially on the supervisory level. How do you identify stress with yourself and your employees?
And what impact do you think that's had?
It's had a massive impact.
Really?
We now have open mic sessions every quarter. We've started every quarter. We want to make it monthly, where we have open mic sessions. We sit in a room and people can walk past and approach us.
And so do you think that's improved the business?
I think it has. Personally, we don't have so many absence.
Okay.
I think
So it's really tangible.
I've seen the absence point. We don't have so many. When I say minor incidents, it's like guys arguing. Oh, you could have knocked me, and things blow up.
Yeah.
Because it's a very fast-paced environment. Big thing is the farms, because there's a lot of lone working.
Right.
Imagine on a tractor all day.
Lots of time to think.
Lots of time to think.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of engagement from the tractor drivers as well now, which is important, and the field workers. We want to roll it out in this coming season, because it's now we're planting. It's with the harvesting. We want to do open mic session out in the fields and say, there's somebody to talk to. You won't be judged. Because people judge. I don't care what anybody says. They will judge. Oh, you went and spoke to the mental health guy.
That's how humans make decisions.
Unfortunately, that's the nature of it. I think it's a lot. We drive massively within the business. I work very close with HR on this, and they drive it as well massively. So all our health and safety, mental health first aiders, purple lanyards.
Yeah.
You can approach them anyway.
So they triage then?
Yes. So, right, now we know what to go. There's a problem. Now we know where to refer to, because we've got quite a lot of external aids that we can refer people to. When we say mental health, it's not just mental health. We say alcoholism is a problem.
Yeah.
Drugs is a problem. We push our policies. It's great to have a policy, but who reads a policy?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Oh, it's a new policy. Okay, right.
Yeah.
But do you understand it? It's communication. Just because it's been put out there doesn't mean people understand. You have to continually explain and engage. And a lot of times what I do is when I walk around the sites, how are you doing? I try to speak to the cleaner as much as I speak to the directors. How are you doing? Are you okay? You don't look well. What's wrong? Oh, now that you mention it. If you don't prompt, you don't get.
So it's caring?
It is caring.
Just caring.
I do enjoy my job. I think that makes a difference as well.
Well, yeah. So I've been speaking to so how lucky are we? If you love your job and you love what you do and the purpose, so
yes.
You have a purpose to keep people safe and make sure that they're well. Isn't that amazing?
I do enjoy it. I honestly do. I mean, and again, we have the buy-in from everybody at Barfoots, and I think that's the difference.
So Barfoots were prepared to invest in training the team,
yes.
not only for mental health first aid, but also for the stress. And now you've actually got a reduction in sickness and a happier workforce. Do you think the productivity's gone up?
Yes, I think it has. The problem is we struggle for staff, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We just don't have enough staff because of our growth.
Right.
So our productivity's definitely gone up, but we don't have the staff now.
Yeah, okay.
So where do you go? But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We touch wood. We have incidents like every business, because I push near misses, I push positive interventions. Our accidents are minor. A cut on a finger. Our worst one is actually a guy who fell downstairs, broke his leg, but he slipped coming down from the canteen. It's still an accident, but it's not work related.
So near misses are fascinating. And
Yes.
I know that a lot of companies push near misses. I remember working for a company, so I manage a remote team.
Right.
And everybody was going over the same mini roundabout and nearly having an accident on a Monday morning. It was just crazy how you can see
The trend.
And you suddenly think, actually, just by saying at the next team meeting, look, guys, this mini roundabout is a bit of a hazard, all those near misses reduced.
We have a strategic meeting every Wednesday afternoon. It's literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All the senior managers, right, issues today. We've had so many reports, so many near misses, so many accidents, whatever the case. Because you imagine the size of our operation. All right, okay, all right. And then I'll say, all right, we've got a trend over here. What is going on here? Have we picked up? Why are we using that door example for dispatching? I was under the impression it was only for receiving. Oh, we've made this change. All right, well, we haven't considered the controls around it. Oh, okay, good point. And that's how we get to it. We have a monthly strategic meeting where the directors sit in. We discuss everything in detail.
Okay.
So that helps. So it's that trend. First thing I stopped was they had a metric. You will have 10 near misses a day. Why? Because it's false information.
Yeah.
There's no metric. When it happens, you record it. When it happens, you record it. Right.
So, yeah, I mean, there's always that age-old question of your near misses are going up. Is that good?
Yes.
Because they're reporting them.
You're getting a trend.
Yeah. Or they go down because there's less because you're being safer.
There is that age-old one, but you're always going to have human error.
Yeah.
No matter how your operation runs, you'll always have it. Yes, your near misses may go down,
Yeah.
but you'll still get a trend of something happening.
So what's happening next in Barfoots then? What have you got next on the horizon?
Too much at the moment. We're interacting a lot with our overseas company, our overseas branches, for example, Barfoots, Spain. Took a trip out there, run an absolute amazing operation, but we want to have the reporting structures the same from a health and safety perspective.
Wow.
They have this, but as a group, we want everything to be the same. So we took a trip out there. That is brilliant. The operation is smooth. It runs. They have very minor incidents, which we're going to now start logging and putting onto our system to see if there's trends.
Yeah.
It's a different operation, so it's hard to compare the two. But we want that to be like, we want Senegal to be the same. We want our Peru operation to be the same. Because at the end of the day, we also have to write reports to our clients.
Yeah.
The supermarkets are very strict, for example, slavery or fair workers. There's a lot that goes into that. And the supermarkets audit us on a regular basis. And we don't want to, I'm not one for tick box exercise. Everything's right. No. If you're going to do something, you do it properly and you get a learning from it.
So this has come across loud and clear that no matter how automated things are, no matter how much AI can support, it's about people leading, supporting
Yes.
people in doing what they do to keep them safe.
That's where you will never get that AI in, unless it's a fully automated factory, closed up, nobody goes in, and it's somebody on a computer. Even then you can make a mistake.
Yeah.
Even then you can make a mistake.
So about cobots.
Yeah. Oh.
Can you imagine robots working? Well, they are, aren't they? Robots are working alongside humans.
I look at our environment, I think you could probably, but not yet. You still need that human intervention.
Yeah.
Like a previous check. Eventually you get to say, it's just a tick box. On the farm, there was a challenge as well. Guys with clipboards, and can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's raining, it's wet. So we engaged with a company called Minute Agri, and we put a checklist in. So it's done on the guy's mobile phone. So as he goes in, he does it. No matter where he is, he can do it. Even if there's no signal, it will upload eventually.
Yeah.
So you got that. And it'll help you take a photograph of whatever the problem is. That automatically then goes to the workshop manager. Oh, there's a problem. I don't have to go out, see the problem. You can pick up that spare straight away and go through.
Right, so it's automation, chip,
and it's just on an app, and it saved so much time from a compliance side of things. The guys are checking, so I know straight away if they're not checking their machines because it's come through.
I mean, it sounds like quite a lot of investment Barfoots are making.
That's one thing Barfoots does. Investing in people is crucial, and they drive it. They honestly drive it forward. Equipment, people, progress. It's a really progressive company. In the 3 years I've seen so many changes. Like wow, and we're 50 years. This year, it's our 50th anniversary.
Yeah, we spoke to somebody not long ago who said, innovate or die. And this is a really good example of how, particularly in a compliance environment, working into supermarkets, they will not...
Oh, they'll crucify you.
Yeah.
They'll say, we're not using you. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, simple as that.
So a lot of weight on your shoulders then, I guess.
It is a little bit. But again, as I say, I've got one person, but at the end of the day, the whole of Barfoots is one team.
So who looks after you then?
I report directly to the financial director. He's my main.
So you've got a bit of an outlet then for your.
He's actually only joined the company recently as well. He's
Okay.
only joined from January because the previous director he had resigned. He retired, should I say?
Yeah.
I report to him, but then we've got our CEO who I can go to as well, and we've also got our chief operations officer. So there's 3 directors anytime, and again, their open door policy is amazing. I can go to either one of them anytime and say, I've got a problem. They always say if their phone rings, they don't want to talk to me because then they know it's a problem. But, during the course of the day, we'll pop in, they'll see how you're doing, how's it going, anything I should, no, got it covered. They're brilliant. I think, and that's not just for me, but for any person in Barfoots, they have a very open door policy. I think, again, that's what makes the business work.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruce. That was really awesome. Very interesting.
Thank you very much.